Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks go back to the past this week for Bridge of Spies, their fourth collaboration and latest shot at Oscar Gold.
You to negotiate the swap. I'm an insurance lawyer.
Hanks plays an insurance lawyer who's asked to represent a Soviet spy caught in New York. Set in 1957, the film shows the tensions that lurk and the almost overwhelming case against the foreigner. But Hanks is determined to give him every benefit the U.S. Constitution allows and is more than willing to stand up against those who say he's on the wrong side of the Cold War. Spielberg does a great job helping us understand the era and the people. He lavishes his actors with dense sets and costumes and finds humor in some of the most unlikely places. Hanks naturally is a great mouthpiece, able to make his case as well as Atticus Finch. Still, there are plenty of factors fighting against him and a back pocket defense that helps him press for something other than death. Now, if you're a student of this period, you'll know where he's headed. If you're clueless, well, just sit back and enjoy Hanks' puzzle-solving skills. He gets incredible support from Mark Rylance as a spy. Together, the two make history pop to life. Bridge of Spies also helps us understand why we're still wary of countries we thought were our friends. It's a lesson nicely wrapped in a comforting blanket of entertainment. Like The Martian, Bridge of Spies ensures this won't be a bad year for great films. If you were a fan of the Goosebumps books, and hey, let's face it, who under 25 wasn't, then you might like the big screen adaptation. Instead of following the antics in one book, Goosebumps smashes up a bunch of characters and tries to make some sense. Tries is the operative word.
Mom, are you positive that
Dylan Minnette plays a teenager who moves with his widowed mom to Madison, Delaware. The dad next door, played by Jack Black, tells him to stay away from his daughter, but soon there's reason to be worried. The girl has disappeared, and the new kid and a nerdy friend have to figure out who's who and what's what. Director Rob Letterman unleashes a bunch of other characters, pulls in the real R.L. Stine, and winds up with a film that looks like it could use a good dose of ADHD medication. Because it's time for the Halloween film season, it could be just the ticket for kids hopped up on sugar. But if you want the real deal, turn back to the books. A more rewarding horror film is Crimson Peak, another special effects extravaganza from Guillermo del Toro that has more symbolism than a picture actually needs. Set at the turn of the last century in Buffalo, New York, it takes its good old time before revealing the horrors in a house named Crimson Peak. And it lets Tom Hiddleston and Jessica Chastain idle their motors while Del Toro gets all of his effects in order. Now, this isn't a treat for the Nightmare on Elm Street crowd. It's just another case of pretense meeting opportunity. The best of the week? Well, that's Bridge of Spies, of course. Cross it now, and you'll be ready for all those conversations once Oscar season begins. With your movies in a minute, I'm Bruce Miller.